T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Your Manchester. What a gorgeous day!
Oh my god, I mean this is a shock really because it's Manchester and it's not raining.
I know, but it's gorgeous.
Oh, it's lovely.
Now we're outside literally for just 30 seconds. We were hearing that there's a good show going on tonight for Your Manchester. And we wanted to be, who we got on the show tonight, Brandon?
Well, we've got a national UK icon, Denise Black.
Yes.
We've got a fabulous voice actress and Downton Abbey actress, Clare Galbraith.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
Very
I've been
good.
trying that one. And we've also got Paul Bradley from Holby City talking about their new online play.
And as if that's not enough, we're also going to be talking today about a brand new show from Shane Nolan and crew, everybody. So that's all here. And we might have a little visit from a comedian as well.
We do. We've got a lovely visit from Mark Bittlestone, a famous comedian and TikToker who is taking the world by storm.
So sit back and relax. We're going to run literally up as many stairs as we can during this title. Are you ready?
I think so.
On your marks.
Okay.
Get set. Roll titles.
This is my exercise for the year.
Okay, right, I'm here. Hello,
Do we have
everybody.
to? Hello?
Hello.
I'm not seeing that again.
That was too many stairs.
No.
I'm exhausted. I really am. We have got a show and a half for you today. We really are. Get your breath, love.
I've got it.
Do you need an inhaler? No. I mean, honestly, I'm the thin one, don't forget.
I mean, she's not wrong.
No, I'm totally wrong. But I've started my diet this week.
Oh, look at you go.
Started my diet, I have. I walked past KFC and only bought half of it this week.
Hey, do you know what? That's good. I only had half a cream egg, so, you know, well, half a box.
What came first? The chicken or the egg?
I don't know. What came first?
I don't know, ask his father. Now listen, we've got a wonderful show lined up for you this evening. We are talking, well, we've got so many guests.
Oh my god,
I'm so
many
excited.
guests.
I can't tell you. Every so often we get a plethora of fabulous, wonderful guests, everybody, and I am excited. So today, childhood dream.
Oh.
Me being, only 12 and all.
Of course.
18 actually.
You're younger than me,
I'll be
aren't
honest,
you?
I'm 18. And if you don't believe me, check the label in my dress. Now listen, we have got a wonderful guest collection of people. They're bringing you a wonderful play online called In the Garden, everybody. Now, I've been watching it, and I've watched it about 50,000 times this week, and every time you watch it, I'll just say this now before we get into the interviews with it, every time you watch it, you'll find there's a new layer, a new something to watch, and definitely a new something you've missed, so keep an eye out as we go through that. So, of course, from that, we have to talk about the actors that are in that.
Of course.
And in that very, very lovely online play is the very gorgeous Denise Black, everybody. Yes.
What a queen.
A queen.
A queen.
We love our Denise. We've also got the very... Now, I remember him, I have to say, and he'll probably tell me off for this, I remember him from EastEnders when he was Nigel.
Oh.
Nigel in EastEnders.
Yeah, you might definitely tell you that. See, I remember Holby City.
Holby City,
Oh, when I was a kid, Casualty in Holby City was top notch.
Really?
Loved it. Oh yeah, I loved it.
I loved it.
Between that and Titanic.
And of course, this lovely lady called Clare Galbraith, everybody. And
I'm glad you could say it, Claire. I apologise.
well,
If any video I've done where I couldn't say your name, I apologise so much.
To pronounce the name properly, because I was going to say it be Cal. Anyway, so we've got all that coming. So let's bring them all on straight away, everybody. Let's first of all bring our Paul Blinkhorn on, who created this lovely online. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you both.
Look at that, isn't he gorgeous?
Oh, stunning. Are you single?
I've done a fresh polish before I came on.
Very good. So
Get the
have I.
buster
You
out.
can't see them because I'm sat behind a desk. Now, tell us about the creation of this wonderful online play that you've got, first of all, please.
Yeah, so it's called The Man at the Bottom of the Garden, and it was originally written as a competition entry to a competition that BBC Writers' Room ran last year in the first lockdown. got down to the final 50 out of 7,000 submissions, but they only made 8 in total. So I decided to just bite the bullet and set about making it myself. So I teamed up with a producer called Karen Newman, and then we got this wonderful cast. So it's all recorded over Zoom, and it's a comedy.
Well, let's bring in this cast, because this isn't just like, your run-of-the-mill cast. These are legends. Each and every one of them are legend. Let's bring in Paul Bradley, and we'll bring in our Clare
Galbraith.
Thank you.
Claire, if we get your name wrong at any point, you correct us, please,
love.
love.
The one and only Denise Black, everybody!
Hello! Oh, she's got a dog with her. That's the best part of this
she's
day.
barking at you. No.
Oh, hello. How wonderful. Now, before we go any further, let's have a look at a trailer that I've hammered together about this wonderful online plays, I'm going to call it. Here we go.
Mum!
Sticky note. You can't be too careful. Can't have hackers logging into my camera and watching your dad do his daily squats or me walking around the house naked.
Where's Dad?
He's in the outhouse. Why?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, deadly. He's fine.
She's been slipping me chili and mustard powder all week. Now, I love your mother, but her toenails are like talons.
Suspense and drama.
Chill.
So, first of all, to Denise, tell us about the story of this, please, Denise.
Oh, well, you can see the lights behind me, which I put up while filming the show, and they're still here. So we're locked down, and we get this funny script. And it's about, I play a woman who just can't bear to have her husband in the house anymore, really.
And sounds like a regular woman house in the...
I know that feeling very well.
She takes action. And then I got my lovely daughter, played by Clare, and the divinely funny Paul, who actually seems to be in accord with my controversial route of coping with COVID in a marriage.
Now, Claire, you're like the mediator between these two characters, aren't you, Claire? I mean,
Yeah.
Tell us about your character.
I suppose, like all of us in lockdown, she's just kind of trying to get through and missing her parents and trying to mediate between them a little bit. But it's very gentle. I kind of see her as an enabler of them. She just sort of allows her mum and dad to have this little relationship between them, but they're never together on screen. So she's a little go-between, I suppose. Yeah.
And it's fabulous, is it? It is. Now, one of your particular favourite actors that you were giddy about when we got this quadruple of fabulousness was Mr. Paul Bradley.
Yes.
So let's bring Mr. Paul Bradley in. Hello, Mr. Paul Bradley. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having us for a start, and it was fantastic doing it. And Claire and Denise are so brilliant. It's funny because it's sort of it'll be a history piece. I think people will sort of like go, what was it like during lockdown? A lot of people just get on with it, and that's the beauty of it. It's sort of a bit like you wonder how people managed in the Blitz, and although this is not the Blitz, but it's pretty close.
It's not far off, yes.
And it tells you something about the character in this country, that people do get on with it. I mean, like we're husband and wife, and although we separate, I live in the garden. We get on, and this is a way of dealing with it, and it's a nice little story of people getting on.
I think most people that have been feeling, maybe they've not emphasised it enough in the way that the film does, but I think most people have been feeling that they've perhaps wanted one of their spouses to be put at arm's distance throughout lockdown, don't you?
2 meters.
I think we've all felt like that, even without lockdown. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
It's true.
Paul, you've sort of created the whole thing. What kind of thing do you think sets this apart from such things like we've had recently, like Staged and such? We've had quite a few Zoom things going on, and it's fantastic. But what sets this aside from the things that we've already seen?
I think it's intimacy, and it can't but be. We recorded it in our own places, and you had to be designer, a costume, do everything yourself. We got sent microphones, and so that the sound was good. But it's a very specific lockdown sort of thing where you have to do everything yourself, and I think it's the intimacy that comes across because filming at home, you're sort of at ease, and so you. I think you're a bit more relaxed than perhaps some would say over
your character a bit more than you have been able to before. You're not really going on set and being like, I need to think about this, I need to think about that. It's like, I'm in my home, in my place, I know my lines.
Yeah. Chill. And you know, one of the things about, because I had a costume fitting today for a thing, the thing that I used to hate about, not hate, but you get used to it. I used to call them the Fiddler's Three. Just before you go for a take, somebody comes up and makes sure your hair's all right, and then somebody goes, and they're not looking at you; they're looking at your costume or your face and things like that. So you get the fiddlers who come just before you're trying to get in the zone, and it was nice doing something where you didn't have the fiddlers.
Now, Denise, you've been in a lot of major productions, plenty in Manchester, we might just add.
Well, yeah, just a couple, just a few.
Streets. How was it doing this, literally, with yourself and with like 2 other cast members, as opposed to a big production?
I had a ball doing it. It was stressful. I had somebody help me. I was lucky to be locked down with a lovely young man called Jay, who's really good at hair and makeup and props, all sorts of things. So, but it was a strange experience. What I held on to was it was a funny script, and I think we all needed laughs. You know, we still do, don't we? Yeah. I love what Paul said.
You say funny, Denise, but it's got a lot of heart mixed into this particular piece, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's my favourite place, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't forget that my daughter in this piece is a frontline nurse. And you know, there's so much to say about lockdown. I remember going into it thinking, what did my mum and dad tell me about how to cope with a pandemic and lockdown? Absolutely fucking all. I didn't know what to do. You go, all right, well, I'll go home and I'll stay there. I mean, this last one, 3 months. I'm going mad. My battery's also going flat, and I so need a haircut. Look.
You're beautiful, Denise.
Very, very glamorous, Denise. Claire, what would you say? How would you sum this up to people that maybe want to get their hands on this particular piece?
What I loved about it, I think, is it's just gentle. It's not heavy-handed. My character is a frontline worker, but it's really incidental. It's really subtle and gentle, and I think that's what I liked about it the most. It's not trying to be clever. We're not all slick and super witty and quick. It's just, it felt more natural to me and more realistic. It's a bit stilted, and sometimes you don't have that much to say. Sometimes it's just, hello, are you okay? I'll speak to you tomorrow. And it just felt like a sort of small story, but a little microcosm of what was going on. Just little acts of heroism, kind of.
Everyone sort of went through, I guess, because everyone was obviously using Zoom or phoning parents and all, because you couldn't see. I know, especially being from Northern Ireland, I can't see my parents half the time anyway. And I found myself videoing them a lot more because it's just that niceness of having someone there. It sounds like it's a very wholesome kind of show to give you that nice, wholesome feeling. Yeah,
I think it is. I think so.
Just before we let you all go, first of all, Paul Blinkhorn, where are you, please? There you are, all the way up there. Now, Paul Blinkhorn promised me that Paul Bradley would do something special for us, possibly, if he possibly could. Now, Paul Bradley, do you have, perchance, your instrument with you?
For now.
Do you know, I do. I didn't know this. I didn't know this was going to happen, but I can play. Hang on, I'll just get my glasses out of the way.
Oh, there we go.
I was just looking at your titles, and this time last year I worked in Manchester at the Royal Exchange, and the show got pulled on the first night, and it makes me so nostalgic looking at those views of Manchester because I was at university there, and I love it. And it was so sad that it got pulled.
They're so real. That's what it is. They're so real. Our lovely sets and
It's very
anyway,
stylistic.
So, let's have a little bit of your old instrument, shall we, please? And thank you, Mr. Paul Bradley.
Right, you might recognise this or not. It's a Velvet Underground number. If you close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the sun shine out and say hello to never. All the people are talking and they're having such fun. I wish it could happen to me. But if you close the door, I'll never have to see the day again. You close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the wine glass out and drink a toast to never. Someday I know someone will look into my eyes and say, hello, you're my very special one. But if you close the door, you'll never have to see the day again.
Can I have the album of that, please?
I actually didn't know you were going to ask me to do that, but I've been with Irish Dave, and we've been playing Irish ukulele, so it's.
Amazing!
Oh, would you love a bit of Irishness in
Denise,
here?
I wish we could get you back to doing perhaps a little bit of singing for us at some point.
Well,
I'd love to. How much would I love to? Do you know, I need to get out more. It's gorgeous to see these lovely faces.
As soon as you can, Denise, you get yourself into Manchester, because I'm sure. How is it for you if you were to come to Manchester? How would it be for you being like one of the most famous faces to walk down Canal Street? How would that be for you?
It's like going home. I get my dose of love. It's really
Amazing.
I'm just going to cry in the corner.
I just love it.
That's really nice.
I just love it. To each and every one of you, thank you so much for your time
today.
Thank you so much,
everyone.
Man at Bottom of the Garden, Paul Blinkthorn, where can we find this, please?
We're on YouTube. Just type in The Man at the Bottom of the Garden on YouTube, and it's a comedy short film. You put Denise's name in there, Claire's name, or Paul's name, it'll pop up.
Fantastic.
He's got such a lovely accent, hasn't he?
He does. It's so soothing.
It's so nice, Paul Blinkhorn, to hear somebody that makes me not sound as common. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much to our lovely guest there. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
This is very, very exciting now because it's time to find out. It's time to find out where you can catch your dose of swing music.
Yes.
Now, one gentleman that we've had on the show a good few times is joining us now, but before we do, let's play this little trailer.
Oh, the shark, baby, has such teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife as old Maggie, baby, and he keeps it out of sight. Don't you know when that shark bites? It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
New York,
Yes.
everybody.
That's my karaoke
Shane
song,
Nolan,
that.
Richie, Nolan, Shane, Richie, Nolan. Bring him in. How are you, Flo?
Yeah, right, mate.
I'll literally take anything that gets me paid. So you can call me whatever you want.
Well,
I call you gorgeous most days, don't I, Flower? Hey?
Yeah, you can.
What a stunner, everybody. Are you in bed?
Well, yeah, it's the only place to get
this
rare.
is a swinger show.
Yeah.
Behave.
It's anything you want it to be, this show.
Well, I think it's going to be
Geez.
fantastic, and
It's
that's
lovely
what I
to
want
meet
it
you
to be. So tell us about the show then, please.
Well, yeah, it's basically it's loosely based on the Rat Pack, but it's not just doing songs from the Rat Pack. It's 3 young lads and taking the music from that genre of music, obviously swing music. But it's also doing Bublé. It's doing Bobby Darin. There'll be all sorts of different artists in it, so it's going to be really good. And yeah, live band, dancers, the lot. We're going full shebang for it, so it's going to be great.
Now, when did
Love
this first come about being created then? Because you've always been in lockdown for ages.
Yesterday, so thanks for having me on.
No, it quick turnaround. I don't know what is.
Yeah. No, it come about end of last year. The idea was floating around because it's my manager Danny. I think you've met Danny, Belinda.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
so
it's done nothing for me.
Yes, yeah. We did Jersey Boys last year, a Jersey Boys tribute show last year. So this track, and I don't think there's many swing shows about. So I think it's, and obviously Ray Quinn is the English Michael Bublé. So we'll take him on tour. It'd be great.
That's very good of you to say, Soulflower.
Yeah, he is. No, he's very, very good at swing. Credit when credit's due. He had a platinum album or something, Daft, when he came off.
He did, yeah.
He's got a lovely voice. And perhaps I think people have seen a lot of you, but they don't know how just lovely your voice is. And I mean, I'm not one for kissing bums, as you full on know, Mr. Nolan Richie over there. But I mean, you have got a voice that I think just needs the world to be seen. And I feel that it's not seen enough. Maybe this will help it.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. It really does. Yeah, I'm funnily enough, I'm working on some solo stuff at the minute. I'm writing with my brother and my sister and stuff. So when I do have that, I'll send you along and give it a little play or whatever. I'll come back on and have a chat about it. But yeah, no,
absolutely.
But
you must.
I'm more of an entertainer than a singer, I'll be honest. I'll leave the singing to Ray.
I would expect that people would expect from your calibre to be like, instantly pushed to fame. But actually, you went through the hard route and you went through working as a blue coat at Pontins, and you've worked your way hard within this business.
I think that's good, though.
I think that's brilliant.
I think that's fantastic.
That's what I fully did. Yes.
Yeah, and do you know what's funny? You get to Butlins and they obviously figure out who your mum and dad are and whatnot, and they go, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
When you just
you
come
don't
on stage,
need to be
and you're like,
working.
yeah, everyone thinks that your mum and dad are multi-millionaires because one's been on EastEnders and one's a loose woman. On the show, loose woman, she isn't a loose woman. Oh, you get the point. Anyway.
So again, it's a swinging show.
It's a swinging show.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I knew it was going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Red Room from 50 Shades of Grey.
Do you know what? I'm coming even more. I'm buying every ticket. I'm coming every night.
Coming even more. Now, listen, do you have a favourite swing artist yourself? Is there a go-to artist that you like?
Well, my whole family, my auntie's toured with Frank Sinatra in Europe.
Yes, now I remember seeing something about this on the old YouTuber.
Yeah, so my mum didn't do the tour. She was too young, and they asked her to fly over. And she said no, she was mucking out horses. She was looking after her horses, so it's the biggest regret of her life.
As if you turned down Frank Sinatra.
I know, but she was only 6. She was only 6 or something, but obviously now looking back.
Hey, it's wonderful, isn't it? So Frank Sinatra's your go-to. Any particular song? They're just on this. It's disgusting.
Well, actually, that's probably more my family, that, Frank. I grew up on Bublé. I love Bublé. I love Cry Me a River and stuff like that. So I'm hoping I'll get to sing a bit of that in the show, to be honest.
Bit of drama, Flower, bit of drama. We love it all.
We'll get you a Christmas album out by next year, yeah?
Yes, we could. That'd be great. I've not been paid for about 2 years.
I could see you swinging your baubles over Christmas. I really could.
You what? And then bringing out a song?
And then
then we get a song.
Because, like Father Christmas, he comes once a year. No,
brilliant. Not changed then, have you, love? You've not
She's
changed.
got the jokes.
I've not changed the act. It's all written down still. Now, where can people find this tour then? When's it begin? When's it end?
It starts at the end of June in Blackburn. I think it's the 27th. Now, I should have done my homework before I should come on.
I mean, we've got a slide that we'll put up over you anyway.
Yeah,
Where's the
that'd be great
slide?
if we could. But we are in Stockport on the 8th of June. 8th of July, sorry. 8th of July, Stockport Plaza.
That's amazing.
Let's go see it now.
Are you going to be anywhere near the northwest, Stockport, over the Stockport?
We're doing Stockport, Bolton, Blackburn, Lancaster, Blackpool.
Covering all bases.
And these are definitely happening. You're not going to shy away just because there's some pandemic, are you?
No, well, I mean, obviously it's whatever the pandemic allows, but yeah, so far so good. We're going ahead.
What have you been doing the past year then?
Literally nothing. No, I've been there.
Okay.
I've been doing bits. I've been putting the show. So me and the band are back gigging in the next few. Well, next month. So I've been working on that, been doing some stuff online, and hopefully we've got a season 3 of At Home with the Nolans coming later in the year.
Yes.
I mean, that's where you kind of let everybody see everything, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and season 3's in talk, so that'll be great.
I love a British version of Keeping Up with Kardashians.
And I'm also, actually, can I just get this in? I'm hosting Strictly NHS in June at the ballroom in Blackpool, so that's going to be great. I've just been, just got the job I'm hosting the backstage area for that, so that's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to that, and obviously for a great cause, the NHS. So
that's amazing.
Very nice.
It's amazing. And we couldn't help but notice that there's been an announcement. Apparently, you got down on your knee near enough.
Yeah, I did. I nearly didn't get back up. You see how much weight I put on over Christmas? Don't be like.
Do you know? I have to say, you've lost it now, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've just lost just under a stone, and I've been out all day playing footy, and I'm literally sunburnt all over. But I'm losing it now, which is good. I need to if I'm going to be stood next to Ray Quinn and Nick James. They're both fit as a fiddle.
That's what we call a Red Richie. Red Richie. Yes.
Yeah.
You love it all, don't you?
Or a sore Nolan.
Or a sore
Nolan.
I like it. We'll have that. Write that down. Right then. Well, we are going to have to move on, but we are going to be following this. And if you guys happen to be in the Manchester area and you want to pop into our studio, I mean, the offer's open.
Yeah, we'll try and get down. Like I say, we're in Stockport on the 8th, so we'll be around that area. We'd love to come in and say hello.
Feel free.
It's going to be amazing. In the meantime, Shane Nolan, Richie Nolan, Richie, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right then, everybody, let's see what's going on Docks.
Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome to this week's On The Box. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is Heartland on Netflix. There are 13 series on there, so plenty to keep us all occupied. If you do want an easy watch, I would definitely recommend it. It's set on a horse ranch where they rehabilitate struggling horses, and it's really lovely and gentle. I watched a really powerful film on Netflix last week called Boy Erased, and is about conversion therapy in America, and it is based on a true story. I would definitely recommend it. It's very powerful indeed.
Only got one God-given right. That is when a man and a woman come together, they may create life.
Sky Witness, they've started on a new series of The Good Doctor, which focuses on the brilliant surgeon Sean Murphy, who has autism. It highlights his medical brilliance and also showcases his struggles too. Now, that's it from me. I will catch you next time. Remember, stronger together. Bye.
There you go. A little quick roundup there of what to watch and what not to watch on the box. One thing that I've been watching on my little device is a comedian. A comedian called.
I thought you were one of them.
Pardon? What? That's chameleon.
I knew
There's a difference. Look at him trying to outsmart me, everybody. I'll have none of it. I tell you, I'll put you over my knee in a minute, young man.
I'm only 25, just remember that.
I'll put you over my knee, young man. Now, listen, we are going to meet this. I don't know where I'm looking. I'm at home on solo shot. Do I look good? Do I look great? Has it got a good filter on it?
That's better. There we go.
That's it. Do you know, you can grow accustomed to someone's exit. Wide shot, speaking of me. Right. Okay then, everybody, let's talk to this gorgeous comedian here. This is Mark Bittlestone. Bittlestone. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Smile. Now, he's not 25. He's not 25.
He's not 25.
No, he's actually
12.
43. And he's just got very, very good skin. How are you, Mark? Are you okay?
Yeah, really good, thank you. How are you guys?
I'm waiting for some witticism, because when we tune into your videos, as thousands have, you just do not stop. I
think I watch one a day. I'm not even joking. You come up with my FYP every day. I was so excited. When Mark Bittlestone's the show, but I love Mark Bittlestone. Yes.
Bless you. That's so kind of you. Thank you.
That's called fangirling in my book.
I call it flirting, but you do you.
I'll talk to you professionally, but...
Here. Any show's a dating show nowadays. So Mark, tell us more about why you started up the TikToks.
Yeah.
What was that? That's not a segue. You can't go from chatting one of our guests up to segueing into that.
No, that's fine.
I'm a comedian as well at times, you know.
No, you're not. You're Irish. Right, so... How did it all begin, please?
Yeah, well, I have been doing comedy for a couple of years now. I did it like at university, and so I've been doing bits and bobs of stand up sort of in London, but you kind of found the open mic scene quite draining. But then just in September, obviously because of lockdown, I started doing online stuff, and I did a TikTok, thought nothing of it, and then flicked up my phone, and it had like 5,000 views. I was like, who's watching this? Who the hell is watching this? But
literally,
yeah.
Subject matter. Where do you get your subject matter from?
Do you know what? Honestly, I wish I could share my screen, because I actually have. So I have way more ideas than I have time to produce. I just think like being gay or being queer, indeed, is just so funny, because it's like imagine if you were straight. So there's just all of the things
I'm imagining.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, but
it's a difficult one.
So just like all the things that would happen to just a straight person, but then if you also put on top of it like this filter of, everyone hates you, really, everyone rips the piss out of you, everyone thinks you're a walking stereotype. So you've just got these you've just got normal life, but then like 10 different angles of attack as well. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've attacked so many different areas, between the Tory gays, which is a classic. If anyone hasn't seen it, please go watch. I actually think one of my first ones I seen of you is when you talked about the straight people saying, so what is top and bottoming? And you're trying to explain what it is in gay terms, and it's just like, this is brilliant. This is what he does. It's funny.
Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Yeah, sure.
I don't seem to have that answer here in front of me. I just don't. There's quite a few of your moments online where you've not been wearing too much as well, isn't it? How important do you think content versus quality is?
Yeah, it's a good question. I kind of rationalise it as it's a hard industry to succeed in. So
it's very hard.
Very.
Yeah, emphasis on hard. But that's not really my joke. But that's one view. But I just feel like, you know what? If some people are following me for reasons other than my comedy, I'm not gonna complain.
But here, I've done the same, don't worry. Amount of people are like, I follow you for your Doctor Who ones, you take your top off, and I'm like, great. I actually do funny ones too, They're like, no.
Are you auditioning or interviewing? What's going on here?
What can I say?
Put your leg down. You've not paid for the middle part of your knee. Now, so if people wanted to fully he's rubbing his chin. Hey up. He might have grown his first whisker. He might have grown his first whisker, everybody. That's a bit exciting. Do you ever get confused for being the Milky Bar Kid?
Yeah, Milky Bar Kid. Owen Jones sometimes.
No, not Owen Jones. No. Don't put yourself down, love. You were doing well with the Milky Bar Kid. It's good. It's lovely. Now, people might not realise, but where are you actually based?
In Brixton, in South London.
Brixton?
Yeah.
Is there a jail there?
Yes.
There is. Yeah.
Lovely. And what is your...
He's filming live from it.
What was she's filming live from it? That's why we only get 3 TikToks a day. Hey. And go on.
What I was going to ask was, now that obviously TikTok's taken off for you, and like you say, stand-up it's hard. I've done it myself. It's a hard gig.
That's 3 times.
But it's fun.
3 times.
And then sometimes you go, oh, well, that flopped. And literally your life, you know what I mean? But I mean, what's next for you then? So have you got any plans for another stand-up show coming up, or what you're wanting to do after TikTok, I guess?
Yeah, I think I'll keep all of the online stuff going, and then hopefully I think it will translate into, because I felt like I was kind of getting somewhere this time last year in the live scene. So hopefully it will translate to sort of more confidence in that, and to more like real life fans as well. So like I started a Zoom online gig.
Because this isn't your main job, is it? Tell me, because people will be like, what, really? So you're talking about these things very, very openly on your TikTok. Now, tell me what your day job, shall we say, is.
So I'm a tutor. I teach kids.
I really thought he was going to go, I have an OnlyFans, I'm an accountant. And I'd be like, yeah, I get it, I see it.
OnlyFans, that could do well.
Yeah.
Good for you, Mark.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you tell the jokes to the kids. I really do.
Have any of your students watched it?
you know what? As of now, unless they've seen it and just like have made the conscious decision not to mention it, none of them have brought it up. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe they. I mean, I'm not like, you know. There's cats with more followers than me, so
do you know what? Fair point.
That's not true, because cats can't use Instagram, but it's a good analogy. Unless they're the strange cats that are in that movie Cats. Do you know what I mean?
I'd never taken drugs a day in my life, but I felt I had when I watched that film. I've never taken drugs a day in my life, but I felt I had when I watched that film.
Well, my surname's Boots. Right, so... Mark, if you had a certain way of describing us two presenters today in your comedic way, and I want you to not hold back on this.
Go on.
Yeah.
Why have I just been... I want you to start, first of all, with my little, the young Eamon Holmes over here.
Eamon Holmes!
And if you could just, you know, feel free. Throw some shade.
If you want to say your number first, you can go on ahead.
0798. It would be lovely young man, lovely shirt choice, gorgeous
it's
smile.
got Stormtroopers embroidered in it.
Oh,
Great.
I love it. And just a really nice manner, I think.
Right, and now me, please.
I think a few bits we need to work on. No, I'm joking. I think you look beautiful. I honestly, when is RuPaul's third series coming to the UK, and why are you not already on it?
Because I have a talent and I don't need to lip sync. Now,
she wins the crown as soon as she walks in.
I am the crown.
You are the crown. You're the jewel on the crown.
Any day of the week, Flower. Now then, Mark, when are we getting you in Manchester? I want you here for Pride.
Yeah.
I want you to come for our Pride show. Will you come up?
Definitely.
Yes, good.
Oh God, yes.
I think we'll have him for our pre-Pride show.
Absolutely.
I think we'll get him right there with a nice microphone, and you can sit cross-legs. And I think it is a very good idea. Oh, I'm speaking to my director as well, as you know. Yes, and we'll fully make that happen.
Absolutely.
How often do you do a TikTok, and when can people catch them?
I do them. I try and do one every day. So I've actually got to do one now.
Have you?
So, yeah.
And when will this be out?
Well, it'll be. I'll try and do like an hour door to door. So probably by 10 p.m.
An hour door to door.
Oh yeah, it's a genuine gig. I've sat there and been like, I'm going to put up like a few videos, and you have to change costume, so you feel like you haven't worn the same outfit, so it's not all been taken in succession.
Yeah.
I said that in one breath.
I don't know what you just said there, but I'm sure it was intriguing.
Basically, it takes a
All
while.
I heard then was her.
Potatoes.
We can't mention potatoes. Right, did we have a clip? Have we got a clip? I don't know if I put it in or not. I don't think I have.
Shocking.
No, I have done one. I have done one, but I just haven't put.
So where can everyone find you online? What's your handle?
Yeah, you can find me at Putsaras.
Is that how you pronounce it? I've been pronouncing it wrong. I've been calling it Porophorus.
Oh, come on. Honestly, I expect this from...
For a teacher, I expect abbreviation within your actual thing, you know, honestly. Punctuation.
You can't do any of that on Instagram.
No, can you not put an inverted comma on?
No. None of that.
No.
Otherwise I would. But yeah,
them community guidelines.
It's a really funny pun. So that's a reason to follow me.
I like it. It's like Toys R Us, isn't it?
Hey.
You know, if you have to explain the joke, it's not as funny.
I know. That's why we're not explaining you, Flower. Now, listen, so... I'm really excited, and I really encourage everybody to go and find Puff Cyrus, Mark Bittlestone. What a lovely name, by the way. It's wonderful. It's lovely. And if you don't watch his TikToks, you can watch his pictures.
On his OnlyFans.
On his OnlyFans, which is out next week. My director's heavy breathing. He's either enjoying this interview or not impressed with what we're saying. Now then, we don't know. He's tucked away in a dark room. Pun. Right.
Reasons.
Okay, Mark Bittlestone, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
And
you,
stay in contact. And we'll be in touch very, very soon, because we're going to have you here for us Wednesday Pride show.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, Mark. Bye.
Thank you. Oh, what a lovely boy.
So nice. And we got his number, didn't we?
So what was it you enjoyed most about him?
What was it I enjoyed most about him, apart from his beautiful face and his charming personality?
I think it's time for the weather.
Thank you. Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to this week's weather forecast with me, Paul Rudd, here in my garden, and the sun is trying to come out. It's still a little bit windy, but it's going to be a better week this week, so let's crack on with this week's weather. Here are the details. Thursday is going to be sunny and cloudy with the temperatures of 9. Friday is going to be sunny and cloudy with the temperatures of 10. As we look forward to the weekend right now, Saturday is going to look cloudy with the temperatures of 9, and Sunday is going to be sunny and cloudy with the temperatures of 10. So spring is definitely with us, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? And I have to say a massive happy birthday to my best friend Scott. Happy birthday, Scott. And now it's time to hand over back to the studio for this week's brilliant episode of Your Manchester.
Hey! So we've got the weather. We know we're all right for a
do.
few days. That's all going to go well. Now, I must just tell you all, next week we are bringing you the interview of interviews, everybody. I have been granted an audience with our mayor, everybody, Mr. Andy Burnham. And before we get there, everybody, I want you to send me the questions that you want me to ask your mayor. It's as simple as that. All you need to do is find any of our social handles and ask the question. I will gladly ask any of them questions to our mayor, because it's getting to that time where we find out whether we'll be keeping him or not, everybody, out, Mr. Burnham. Has he done enough for Manchester over the past year, everybody? Is there anything more he could do? And if so, what could he do? The questions are all there for you to fully answer as much as you want to. In the meantime, Brandon, how have you been today? Have you enjoyed it?
I've had a great time today.
Oh, I think you've very much enjoyed it.
Oh,
haven't you?
absolutely. I mean, if that wasn't half obvious. Mark, I apologise for everything I've ever said.
No, I really don't think you should apologise at all. I'm just glad we got a high enough table. Now, everybody, it's been an absolute pleasure.
This doesn't make a good enough bang.
Pardon?
I want to...
I'm on tenterhooks. I feel like a matron. I'm going to tell you off in a minute. I really am. He's wearing a stormtrooper, by the way. Can we notice that it's a stormtrooper on his close-up?
I don't know if you can see it.
Can we? On his close-up? Not me, because mine's got... Where's his... There we go.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. They're embroidered
I don't know what you're doing in there today, Mr. Director. It's... There we go. I love it.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yes, it's called a Puffs of Us. Okay, everybody, that's his name. Don't ever breathe at me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Check out our socials. Leave loads and loads of comments. Until we meet again, thanks for watching this week's episode of
Your Manchester.